Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little Sif overview over the Poles, one of the new civilizations coming in the Dawn of the Dukes DLC for Age of Empires 2 DE. First of all, I'm going to go over their Sif bonuses and then get a little bit into detail of how to use their units, what compositions they might want to have in the late game, and so on and so forth. So starting with the bonuses, they have regeneration on their villages, which also scales with ages, so it's 5 HP per minute in Dark Age, 10 per minute in Feudal, 15 in Castle, and 20 in Imperial Age. This does give you nice little bonus resistance against early raids, and just is in general not straight up buffing any strategies, but it makes them more comfortable to play with in overall. Their mill gets replaced by the Folwark, which is a, well, it is a mill, but it costs 25 wood more, and it has some very nice features in exchange for that. Whenever you build a farm next to a Folwark, you get 10% of the food from the farm collected immediately. Especially in late game, this can be quite a lot of food. Also, it provides 5 population, so the 25 wood you invest into the thing actually gets recuperated directly by not needing to build another house. Their stone miners also collect gold whenever they are gathering stone, so for every second they will be mining stone, they generate a small amount of gold doing so. Their unique units, they have 2 of them, are first, their castle unit is the Obuch. It is an infantry unit which is a little bit cheaper than a champion, but it has quite a unique feature because it can decrease the armor of enemy units it is fighting. So every hit they do against an enemy unit, it will decrease the enemy's unit by -1/-1. And they also have a bonus against buildings. So this is especially strong if you combine it with the other unique unit, which is the Winged Hussar. So both the Poles and the Lithuanians have access to it, which makes sense since Polish-Lithuania came a nation near the end of the Middle Ages. And it basically replaces the Hussar upgrade for those Sifs. It is a little bit more expensive, but it has better stats, as well as a bonus against gunpowder units. And now coming to the unique techs, you will see that the Poles also can boost them even further. Their unique techs are, first, in the Castle Age, the Slaughter privileges. You need to get a cast for this, of course, and invest quite a bit of resources into it, but it will make your knights cost -60% gold, so this will make your knights only cost 30 gold, which is quite a good thing indeed. And even if they don't have paladins, they will, in the late game, have very affordable, basically trash cavaliers, which can be quite nice. The Imperial Age technology is the Lechitic Legacy, and it allows their light cavalry to deal trample damage, so of course this also applies to the Winged Hussar. And this is also why the Obuch and the Hussar, the Winged Hussar, work so well together, because one just decreases the armor of enemy units and the other one then will utilize that and deal a nice bit of splash damage. Now if we look at the tech tree itself, we'll see that quite a few things are actually missing there. I mean, they don't have eagles, so it's to be expected, but they do have heavy cav archers and thumb ring, but no Parthian tactics. They don't have access to hand cannons in the archer range as well. In the stable, despite being classified as a cav civ, they have no paladin, but in exchange for that, the cheaper cavaliers, of course. In the siege workshop and blacksmith, they miss out on heavy scorpions, siege onages, ring archer armor, and plate barding armor. So actually 2 cav upgrades are missing here, and also like the archers are not nothing to write home about, but they do get arbalest with thumb ring and bracer, so they can be used if you're in a pinch as well. In the dock, they are not the strongest either. They do have fast fire ships and galleons, but they are missing elite cannon galleons, heavy damage ship, and especially in the late game, very importantly, dry dock and shipwright. In the university, they don't have access to architecture, siege engineers, and heated shot. In the monastery, they don't have access to atonement, heresy, and illumination. And in the economic department, they're missing out on gold shaft mining and 2-man saw. But since the stone miners gather some gold anyways, this might not be that bad anyways. And as we already talked about, they probably are not the most gold intensive Civ anyways in the end, because like what do the late game armies look like? Well, from my experience, the Obuch is very important there because it is quite cheap, and the armor debuff is very nice indeed. And then depending on how much gold you still have left, you can either mix in Cavaliers or Winged Hussars, and they can really get some work done. Also having access to siege rams if your opponent has an enormous amount of ranged units, that can help as well, of course. And finally, their team bonus is Scout Cavalry, Light Cavalry and Hussars, and of course Winged Hussars as well, receive +1 attack versus archers. So this, with the current popularity of Scout rushes, it could be making them even stronger against archers in the feudal age, but though it is questionable if staying on light cav would make sense if the opponent has crossbows, because crossbows do take out scout cavalry quite easily and quickly, and thus having the attack bonus there is probably not going to make a huge difference, though as I said, in very early and very late game it can be very nice indeed. Anyways, I hope I could give you a decent overview over the new civilization of the Poles in Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and as always I would like to thank you for watching this video and wish you a great day. This has been Alkhalim, and see you next time. Bye bye.